For example, last game we saw Ditya Ramarana. In theory, could have been replaced with any other hero because the emphasis was all on General's Beastmaster. So, in relation to that, how much? Oh, they did it! Got him! They listened to us yesterday. Yeah, that's good.
Oh
I like
boy!
That.
Damn.
But he heard you.
It's still good.
That can make you look better.
It's good against CK. It's good against Bane. A lot of low mana pool heroes in the side of Na'Vi, of course.
Yeah, and they do have a bit of a greedier draft, so it's something they could fight earlier as well. Speaking of fighting earlier, General, he's got the Triad army here. Doesn't care all that much about the Rocket Barrage, but the problem is just the regular auto attacks. He jukes into the trees. Oh, he gets stunned by Solo. Denied the first blood. One more auto attack was about to come out, but good timing there by the roaming Doom, who gets on the board first. 1-0 for Vega.
If he got This is actually a really good start.
And this is before the Pudge starts moving, who is, by the way, your highest net worth in the entire game for Na'Vi.
Yep.
I mean, ready for some hooks.
This Doom can very easily die down here.
You mentioned the combo. The sleep to start it off. Dendi trying to get the max range hook, and he will. Pulls him back in and starts chewing his way through Solo. Quick kill to get the Pudge on the board, but now the rotation comes from the Gyrocopter. FN a bit off the mark there with the call down, as Na'Vi were able to put it back out of there in time. At the same time, the hook back under the tower. Dendi's heating up. That's 2. Will he find the 3rd? FN continues to dive. Does Dendi have the mana here? He's got the Rot to go to work, and they're going to cage the Gyrocopter tower. Finishes him basically a triple kill for Dendi. Even with the CK even joining the fight now. Looking for the Chaos Bolt. Reality Rift on cooldown for some time, and he's getting fogged. It is nighttime. So it looks like, oh no one! He tried to juke, but he walked back into De'Ara as Dendi closes the gap. He's got the stick charges, doesn't need it. 4 kills here bottom. Na'Vi cleaning up suddenly. 1600 gold. That's the Aether Lens essentially done.
You actually want Chen and Enchantress on your team, or one or the other, so you can have like a creep line in front of you, stuff like that. Just anything to eat the hook. So normally just position closely to creeps.
Oh, it's daytime again. Dendi finds him, and then it's another for the Dendimon. And they even relocate. He pops to the eye of Snako, who ends up securing the last hit there. Flash Heap game.
He's legit, man. Just don't put him mid. That's all I ask.
And have a Dendi on your team, or
Dendi's
or something similar.
He's a player for sure.
Solo moving up the ramp here as Vega looks to equal the score. They are going to find General sprouts himself inside the flames, right on top of the FDMP. How convenient. Tornado secures it, narrowly missing Arcstyle, though. They do get the last hit, and Arcstyle now walking forward. Dendi gets doomed, deleted from the fight. That's the hero you want to keep out as they run down the Bane, slice him up with the sword. Very well executed, but De'Ara's going to look to turn this. That Doom's ending fairly soon. They're going to pull him back in. Phantasm gets popped, gets the second illusion, and we'll go to work on Solo. Orbs crashing through. They just need one more poke from the IO. They get the kill. Well, they doom the Pudge, but they still end up losing one.
And that's the one.
They relocate back towards top. Call down's coming though. They are on the man in front, but he's walking right into a lot of magic damage, dropping quickly. Still the Slayer very low in his own right. The tornado comes through, splits the wickets. Na'Vi dodge away from it. The Prophet as well connecting. Ditya being forced to turn tail and run, and now General in deep drops the treants, lays out Seal of the Slayer, turns back for no one. FN looking for the TP away. No, not gonna end up making it out. No one does get trapped, but Mag here to turn the fight. And then the grid, Arcstyle locking him down, and he too will devour another and look from the river where Dendi's coming, trying to light up the hook. Is he going to save General or score the mag kill? What's it going to be, Dendi? It's going to be neither. He ends up hooking his buddy away, but the flames chase him to the ends of the earth. There is a dismember ready, and even the creeps want a piece of this sweet Solo action as Arcstyle gets involved, but actually Solo able to man fight Dendi. Denied. Oh, classic Pudge. So frustrating. Doesn't even get the credit for the kill. Static Storm now dropped this fight. Just keeps on going. 11-14 the score in 11.5 minutes. And at long last, the disengage. They didn't even get the Pudge kill.
On top of them, you won't get the flesh sheet pretty much.
And Vega are a fairly mobile lineup, so even if he gets the assist, does not necessarily mean that he's going to be in that range.
Right. Bet on the Blink Rider. It's only 12 minutes in. Reload bottom.
Blink Rider may need to rotate here to the bottom lane because FN's getting overrun. Na'Vi do find a kill, though they're fairly low, and Solo marches in, has the Doom available, goes to work with the Infernal Blade, bringing Dendi low. The IO keeps him in fighting shape, and they go right back. And we'll end up escaping. Very good control there on the IO, showing why Snako is truly one of the best, if not the best, IO players in the world.
Na'Vi just always have a good Wisp player, no matter what. Like every iteration of Na'Vi had an IO player.
You have to go back to like before IO was in the game, to a time when maybe they didn't have one. Snako will get popped to your mid though. Good counterplay by Vega. but it's only a support IO, and the cores of Na'Vi now a bit on top as Dendi low from distance gets no one again. There's just something about Pudge. Like you said, the hero can really change the dynamic of the game.
If you're super fat, E-Blade can do a ton of damage. But I think it's more just like you want a BKB maybe, just to make sure that you can get full duration dismembers off, because that's a huge chunk of your damage.
Here comes the smoke. Oh, no one. Just sidestepping the hook there. And now they're going to counter-initiate. They have found Dendi down to the river. Arcspell also caught out. Insta-do on him. They bring the Pudge low, looking for the relocate save, but they end up dropping the Pudge as well as the Bane. Yara going to be next. Io's coming back. Oh, can they run him down? Blanking forward, roasting that Chaos Knight. Low, not dead just yet. Io there to keep him fighting chip, and suddenly he finds himself back in the middle of the river. It's almost like they forgot about him. Yara still living. Saneko's still living. How do they do it? They survive for hours and days, and well, until the Io goes pop. And General says,
man.
Yeah, forget about that, man.
DK's alive, dude. That's all that matters.
That was some sick armlet toggling.
Dude,
Vanguard completed for the Doom.
Yeah, this is a Crimson coming out.
Crimson Guard coming out to deal with the Chaos Knight, I suppose.
It's okay. I mean, it gives you a little bit of armor too.
Definitely an unconventional choice as they look for a glimpse, and they will find it in the mid lane, but there's the relocate save, and Na'Vi may set up and counter-initiate. They've TP'd in the Pudge as well. Nature's Prophet always able to arrive, so while these heroes will be going back.
Time the hook, let's go!
There's the
that
hook
works
on
too.
and then they pull him in, the defenders, and they jam him down with a quick stun from Yara. However, they have caged the Io, bring him down. Now look for Yara, who's doomed, and this time won't have a relocate save. Blasted as well, that's some hate. Your Chaos Knight won't make it out. Artstyle, well, he rambles into the midst of Vega's entire four-man squad. Now another glimpse grab with the Infernal Blade follow-up, laying into General. Dendi looking for the hook. He's going to find Solo, but can he kill him off? Now the Cold Snap. This is a Pudge's worst nightmare. Cold Snap with the rot going, taking too much damage. Infernal Blade, who do they want? It looks like they're going to turn the other direction onto General. They let Dendi live. They prefer to get the juicier target in the Nature's Prophet. Also, the squishier one. They bring him down, and now they look for Dendi too. It's 4 dead. It might end up being 5. No one with the triple. Mag on the chase. Goes for the rot, and I will again deprive them of the Pudge kill, but still effectively a full 5-man wipeout. Whether it's like the Napalm turn messing you up, the lasso pulling you out of position, the Doom just ruining you, and then the Cold Snap. We already saw how annoying that could be.
Yeah, you hook Doom and he Infernal Blades you, you lose like 3/4 of your health because of Scorched Earth and all that, and you're just like, well, I'm dead.
Speaking of the hooks, he does find one. Is that a good angle? But FN with the quick BKB. They're now going to go with the Chaos Knight pops his own BKB, but still gets lassoed wall BKB. The illusion's caved in by FN on the Duracopter, and now committing all sorts of resources to try to bring down Yara. Look for the armlet toggles. Can he get it up? Looks like he should be able to survive. Now Dendi trying to turn this, but he does get the Doom pick in the end. So that's something at least. But FN runs down the Darkcopter. 2 supports down. Finds another hook. Brings down no one as well. Can he get FN too? No buy. Actually, they do have a buyback on the Invoker, but it seems like the Gyrocopter should be fast enough to get away. Popping the drum charge as well. Bottom lane, General was looking for the TP out, but it looks like it won't be an easy one. Close, no cigar. Vega make it 3 for 2, but he managed to get a melee Rex. Did the Triad army coming through. Bulldog would be proud.
How are they winning?
Happening?
How are they winning this game?
3 to 3.
He's pushing in bottom and top simultaneously. He's already forcing Vega back.
Look at those Triants. Oh god. Painful stuff for Vega. Might be death by 1,000 cuts. They'll hang on to the Ranger X for now, but eventually you know it's going to fall as they make the move, relocate onto Sealman of the Slayer. Yara jumps him up, and also in the top lane, there has been a lasso, it looks like, onto the Nature's Prophet, and they may be able to run him down here. They're also working on Solo in the mid lane, but he's very tanky. They get the Nature's Prophet kill at 1-for-1. And man, Solo on that Doom is not an easy grab.
He's stuck! Oh
Finally gets pulled by the Reality Rift into the trap and then gutted by Dendi from behind. That is an ugly and very bloody way to die, but down he goes.
I would be so triggered if I was Solo right now.
If I were Vega right now, with all the hooks and shenanigans from Na'Vi, I'd be pretty tilted as well.
It's just the way that he got Reality Rifted, that he got stuck.
Well, he goes for the Reality Rift again, but this time FN with the BKB, the Cold Snap is low, but again, Dendi with the hook! Saves the day, but Yara man to go down tether. Oh, it was close. No cigar this time. No armlet toggle for you, sir. Sunstrike coming through. Kill off that pesky little ball, you bastard. Come back. They're running him down through the trees, but can't easily escape from Mag, and they will get the kill in the end. Vega grabs 4. And that has to feel pretty good, but bottom lane, they lost the Ranger X. It's still pushing in.
You might even be able to force him to buy back, depending on how much you want to pressure this. With the Aegis, especially on the Gyro, this is a super strong timing for them.
Oh, they're looking for something. Yara, he does have a Phantasm available here. Is he going to make the move? They hold Solo in position. They're going to throw out the Chaos Ball. Now pulling it back into an army of Knights, and Solo drops quickly, hacked to bits. But a pretty good Disruptor counterplay, isolating those illusions while the Gyrocopter works on the tower. Will bring it down. But they want to back now. They know the Hookman's coming.
Blake.
He's got the Blake ready. Dendi looking for the jump. It's a straight hook on the FN, who throws the Aegis, though not the ideal grab. But now they're going to lasso Dendi. He's going to BKB and look to turn this one. FN going to work against the CK Illusion army. Black Cannon is going to be enough, it looks like. They bring down the CK. The IO just a bit too slow to save him. Sunstrike coming through. IO about to go splat. That's 3 down. The hook's too late. Not there with the save. Nature's Prophet. He's home. He's defending. General Even's going to blink it. Throws up the Sprout and looks to engage, but the Gyrocopter of FN still at the front lines. IO with the buyback bait as well. They're looking desperately to hold the line here. The hook comes through, but this time Dendi off the mark. And FN finally, Vega, they take her first Rax, and it's a melee at that. Flacking off the tower. In comes the Tornado. They got to be careful not to die back on these heroes, but look for the hook. Sleep to set it up. Dismember at the ready. No save for FN, at least not yet. Batrider coming in. They're going to try to counter-initiate this one. He turns. He fights. He's going the Aegis. He lives through it all. They're gunning them down. Navi have lost 2 more. The bait as well as the Pudge out of the picture. It's up to General now. He's the man who can hold it, but Mag is already on the hunt. Blinking out, chasing forward. They want to isolate this Prophet. There's the play break. General, you can't afford to die, my friend. And there's no lasso. He will make it home. But Vega says, screw it. We have objectives on the brain. And it's now the melee racks towards mid. Seneko, Cold Snap, control. This could be another dieback. It is the jump hits. The Navi are crumbling before the mighty onslaught of Vega. Oh, well, CK, can he at least salvage this a bit? There's the crit. The kill secured. FN now. Okay, well, he's out of there too.
Well,
so
I mean,
TP's home.
Having the MKB now, like a CK with these items can destroy the gyro in a 4-second stun. Like just absolutely murder him.
And he is the MKB now, so the evasion is a non-issue.
Yeah. Mag.
They are gonna find Mag. Actually, the CK will get the initiation, just hacking through him. Does manage to drop the lasso though. This could be big. That Yara controlled for now. Seneko trying to keep him alive. BKB comes out and turns on the Invoker while they grip FN during his own BKB. So both carries having their struggles in this fight, but he just goes to work, finishing off Solo on the Doom, and now slowed down control by the Ice Wall, driving them back. Artsail will fall too. That's 2 heroes without the buyback. The Doom actually has it available. And Yara's down. That's 3 down for Navi. It's all up to General now, pushing in the bottom lane, but is he doing it fast enough? It looks like he wants to back.
He's gonna
That
kill
Gyro
you,
has a basher.
Yeah, he's gonna go for the Abyssal for the CK, I think.
Or the another hook, another miss. Navi maybe on their last legs here, and perhaps their first loss, I think since I got here a couple of days ago. And it comes on the back of an iconic Dendi Pudge. At long last, they will wrangle him and they will punish him. Vega get their sweet, sweet vengeance. Nobody from Navi in their base at all. The game of Rat has ended, and now FN proudly diving the enemy well to end this one with style.
Oh my
punishing Seneko. A triple kill for him, but he will be counter-punished by General Sprout. Forced step back out, turns with the Satanic. He's not even gonna die, dropping the items in the well. The manner plays all around. God, this must feel good for Vega. They needed it desperately, and they do end up getting it. There's the GG call.
Man.
Jesus. Everybody's dropping their items. This feels like a game of Diablo at this point.
It really, really does. I don't really know what to say. It was a Pudge game, that's for sure.